All right, so Nokia. I bet when you hear that name, you probably think indestructible phones, right? The ones that can survive
Huh.
like anything, right?
Yeah, practically a meme at this point.
Exactly. But what if I told you Nokia is doing some seriously mind-bending stuff these days?
Oh.
We're not talking about just surviving a fall. We're talking about 5G space tech. Even the internet cables running under the ocean.
Oh.
Buckle up, because this is a deep dive into the hidden giant that's powering a lot more of your life than you might think.
It's wild how they've evolved from that iconic phone company to a tech powerhouse most people don't even realize is
I
there.
know, right?
Huh.
Okay, so let's start with 5G. Everyone's talking about it, but Nokia isn't just in the race. They're leading the pack.
Yeah, they're really ahead of the game.
So what's the big deal about 5G anyway? I mean, isn't it just like faster internet?
It's way more than just a speed boost. Think of it like this. If 4G was a single-lane road, 5G is a massive multi-lane superhighway. It's not just about downloading movies faster, it's about opening up possibilities we haven't even imagined yet.
Okay, that's a helpful visual. So more lanes, more data, faster speeds. But how does that translate into like real world stuff?
Think about a surgeon performing a complex procedure remotely controlling robotic arms with absolute precision that requires instantaneous data transfer. Zero lag. 5G makes that possible. Or imagine cities where traffic flows smoothly because cars and traffic lights are constantly talking to each other, preventing gridlock before it even starts.
So it's like the city of the future.
Exactly. That's the power of 5G.
Wow. Okay, so 5G is definitely more than just faster YouTube videos. But this is where it gets really interesting. Nokia is building a 4G network on the moon.
Wait, what?
You're kidding, right?
Nope. Totally serious. They're partnering with NASA on this, and it's going to be used for everything from controlling lunar rovers to navigation and streaming high-definition video back to Earth.
Hold on. So you're telling me astronauts are going to have better internet than I do in some parts of my city? That's just wild.
It's true. Though, to be fair, the moon doesn't have quite as much internet traffic yet.
That's a good point.
But it really is a huge step forward for lunar exploration. Think about the challenges: extreme temperatures, radiation, the whole being on the moon thing. To build a network that can handle all that is a major accomplishment.
Okay, I'm officially mind blown. So we've got Nokia building the future of communications on Earth and on the moon. But wait, there's more, right? I hear they're involved in healthcare too. That seems like a bit of a jump.
Yeah, it might seem surprising, but Nokia has actually been exploring digital health for a while. They acquired a company called Withings, which makes those sleek fitness trackers and smart scales you might have seen.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. They're pretty cool.
They've since sold Withings, but they're still involved in healthcare research, especially when it comes to using AI to analyze medical data and potentially even diagnose diseases earlier.
AI diagnosing diseases. That's straight out of science fiction. I'm starting to think there's nothing Nokia isn't involved in.
Well, they do have their fingers in a lot of pies, that's for sure. And it's
Yeah.
all connected in a way. They're essentially masters of connectivity, whether it's connecting people, devices, or even entire continents.
Speaking of connecting continents, let's talk about something I bet most people don't even consider.
Hmm.
How does the internet actually get across oceans? I mean, it's not all satellites, right?
You got it. Most of the internet travels through a massive network of underwater cables. We're talking hundreds of thousands of miles of fiber-optic cables crisscrossing the ocean floor.
Whoa, seriously. Underwater cables. So it's like a giant submerged internet superhighway.
Exactly. And guess who's a key player in laying down those fiber-optic highways? Nokia Bell Labs. They're connecting continents, enabling everything from emails and video calls to, well, this podcast you're listening to right now.
That is mind-blowing. Okay, so Nokia is building 5G networks, a lunar network, laying down underwater internet cables. What else do they have up their sleeve?
Hold on, we've only just scratched the surface. Let's dive into how they're using the Internet of Things to build smarter cities and how they're helping factories become more efficient and automated than ever before. We'll even touch on their role in cybersecurity and defense.
All right, I'm ready. Let's keep this deep dive going.
So smart cities, this is where things get really interesting. Imagine a city where traffic lights adjust in real time to optimize traffic flow. Streetlights brighten only when needed to save energy, and sensors constantly monitor air quality.
Okay, so less traffic jams, cleaner air.
Yeah.
I'm picturing a super efficient city straight out of a sci-fi movie. Maybe even like robots doing all the chores.
Yeah.
But seriously, how is Nokia involved in all of this?
Well, they're using the Internet of Things, or IoT for short. Think of it as a network where everyday objects, cars, traffic lights, sensors, even garbage cans can communicate with each other and share data. Nokia is a leader in building the infrastructure for this kind of interconnected city.
So even garbage cans can be part of the internet now? That's both amazing and kind of terrifying at the same time. But okay, so they're building the networks that allow all this communication to happen. What are some specific examples of how this tech is being used in real cities?
There are already cities using Nokia's technology to implement intelligent transportation systems. These systems use sensors and real-time data to optimize traffic flow, reduce congestion, and even make roads safer by alerting drivers to potential hazards.
That sounds amazing, especially for someone who spends way too much time stuck in traffic. Anything else?
Absolutely. Cities are also using Nokia's tech to make buildings more energy efficient. Imagine a building that automatically adjusts lighting and temperature based on occupancy and weather conditions.
Oh, wow.
This not only saves energy and reduces costs, but also contributes to a more sustainable urban environment.
Okay, I'm starting to see how all of this fits together.
Yeah.
It's like they're taking their expertise in connectivity and applying it to solve real-world problems in cities. It's pretty impressive.
Exactly. And the potential benefits are huge. We're talking about creating cities that are more efficient, sustainable, and ultimately more livable for everyone.
All right, so we've got smarter cities. What about industrial automation? I have to admit, I'm a bit of a tech geek, so I'm fascinated by the idea of robots taking over, well, not everything, but maybe some of the more repetitive tasks in factories.
Well, you're in luck because that's exactly what Nokia is helping to make happen. They're a leading provider of private wireless networks for industrial applications. These networks are like the backbone for the Internet of Things in factories, allowing machines, sensors, and robots to communicate with each other seamlessly.
So it's like they're building the nervous system for a super smart factory.
That's a great analogy. This kind of connectivity allows for greater automation, efficiency, and safety in industrial settings. For example, sensors can monitor equipment performance in real time, predicting maintenance needs and preventing costly downtime.
So fewer factory breakdowns, higher productivity, and maybe even safer working conditions. Sign me up.
It's a win-win situation, and the applications go beyond just manufacturing. Imagine remote control of mining operations, real-time monitoring of oil and gas pipelines, or even precision agriculture where sensors monitor crop health and optimize irrigation.
Wow, the possibilities are endless.
They really are.
Okay, I'm seeing a pattern here. It seems like Nokia's expertise in connectivity is transforming industries across the board.
Yeah.
But there's one area we haven't touched on yet that I'm particularly curious about.
Yeah.
Their work in defense and space technology. Those seem like pretty serious fields.
Absolutely. It's a less publicized aspect of their business, but it's no less important. Nokia provides secure communication systems for military and government agencies around the world, which is critical in today's world.
So they're keeping our secrets safe from digital spies.
In a sense, yes, they're ensuring that communication is secure, reliable, and resilient, even in the most challenging environments. Their technology is used to protect critical infrastructure from cyber attacks and to enable communication in remote and dangerous locations.
That makes sense. I can see how their expertise in building robust networks would be invaluable in those situations.
And let's not forget about their continued work in space technology. Remember that 4G network on the moon? That's just the beginning. They're also developing communication systems for satellites, spacecraft, and even future missions to Mars.
Hold on, they're involved in missions to Mars. Okay, now I'm really impressed.
They're pushing the boundaries of what's possible in space communication. It's not easy to send signals across millions of miles, but Nokia is working on technology that will make it possible for us to explore the solar system in ways we've only dreamed of.
This is seriously mind-blowing stuff. I had no idea Nokia was involved in so many different fields.
It's quite a transformation from those indestructible phones, isn't it?
It really is. It seems like Nokia is quietly shaping the future of technology in ways most people don't even realize.
Exactly. And that's what makes this deep dive so fascinating. We're uncovering the hidden giant behind so many of the technologies that are shaping our world.
Yeah, it really is amazing to think about like the sheer scope of Nokia's impact from, the everyday devices we use to the future of space exploration.
I know, it's incredible. It really highlights the importance of looking beyond the surface,
Yes.
understanding the hidden connections that power our modern world.
It's true. And honestly, it's a bit humbling to realize how much we take for granted. I mean, how many of us think about underwater cables when we're streaming a movie or sending an email?
Yeah, you just assume it works. It's
Mhm.
easy to get caught up in the shiny new gadgets and apps, but the reality is that none of it would be possible without the underlying infrastructure, the networks, the technology that connects it all together.
And it seems like Nokia is at the forefront of all that, quietly building the foundation for so much of what we do online.
Exactly. They might not be the flashiest brand anymore, but they're playing a vital role in shaping the digital future.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? Why should you care about Nokia's transformation?
Well, for one, it's a reminder that the tech landscape is constantly changing. Companies that were once dominant can fade away while others emerge from unexpected places. Nokia's story is a testament to the power of adaptation, innovation, and a willingness to embrace new challenges.
It's also a reminder that there's often more to a company that meets the eye. We tend to focus on the consumer-facing products, but there's a whole world of behind-the-scenes technology that makes it all possible.
It's like the magic behind the curtain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think it's inspiring to see a company like Nokia with its roots in those iconic phones reinvent itself and become a leader in so many cutting-edge fields. It shows that it's never too late to evolve and embrace the future.
I agree. It's a really cool story.
So next time you use your smartphone, stream a video, or connect with someone on the other side of the world, take a moment to appreciate the invisible network that makes it all possible.
And remember, there's a good chance that Nokia is somewhere in that mix, quietly shaping the digital future.
To wrap things up, let me leave you with this thought. What other surprising areas might Nokia venture into next? What other hidden corners of the tech world might they illuminate with their innovation?
It's an exciting question to consider. And it reminds us that the future of technology is full of possibilities limited only by our imagination.
Well said. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of Nokia. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.